Okay, today we're looking at the Mikado GPS for Vbar Touch. This has been discontinued in the US, and if you try to find it, eBay, Amazon, anywhere, you're not going to find it. The only place you can find it is usually secondhand, but actually, after doing a ton of research, I found this in Australia, brand new. There's actually a heli shop called Zen that had this in stock, purchased it. Took about a week to get here, but got it brand new in the box. So today I have it here on my Kraken 580. Um, I looked around on YouTube and everything to try to find some video on this. Can't find anything. Got in some groups on Facebook and talked to all the guys. They're still using it. Again, I know it's discontinued, but this thing works great. It's probably about 2 inches long and 2 inches wide and an inch high. If I put a quarter on it, it'd probably show you how small it is. It's a nice little compact unit. I opted to put it on top of my Neo right here. There's a little metal plate that's optional on this Kraken 580 that you can put a receiver, but you don't need an external receiver when you're using a Neo because everything's included. So I opted to put it here. You could put it out here back on the tail, which I don't like anything on the helicopter. I like everything nice, compact, and hidden. You can also, they tell you can't put it in any place that's obstructed. I actually tested it here underneath on the skid, which is below the entire helicopter. So this whole mast would be blocking it. Still worked. I know they want you to get the best reception possible by putting it, top in no obstructed view, but it worked no problem. Picks up the satellites instantly. No issue whatsoever. Okay, again, setup is pretty straightforward. You find the location where you're going to mount it. Put the double-sided tape, which is that red tape, which is basically like glue. You mount it. There's one wire here going from the GPS, goes down into the port on the side of your Neo. You can see it down there, just above the red there. There's a little spot. So this actually has a separate port here that's empty, which allows you to actually daisy chain another sensor if you had it. So if I had another sensor and I had no more ports left on my Neo, I could plug in the wire here and plug it into another sensor, which is actually pretty nice. All right, so for hooking it up to the helicopter, that's basically it. It's stick, one wire, put it into the Neo, and you're done. Okay, so things you can assign, which is nice. So this is my Vbar Touch, and if you see here, I have current speed, max speed. I have a altitude. All right, and then I have this gray button here. This gray button here actually is for when I'm doing speed runs, right? So if you're running and you do your max speed and you want to reset it, instead of going into the menu and doing everything, you can just actually go here and press this right on the screen and it'll actually reset the max speed, which is nice. Overall, like I said, the product's great. I'm gonna do some outside flying with this. Unfortunately, today is a rainy, cloudy day. But once I get out there, I'll do another video and I'll show you how it works. So now that we have our GPS hooked up to our Neo and our Vbar, if we go into our menu on our Vbar Touch, we hit Model Setup, and we scroll down to Telemetry, we'll see that our Vbar Touch now has two different menus added to it. You can go into GPS Setup, and you have things like altitude announcement setup, a stall warning, a speed announcement, max speed announcement, right? And in these, you can either set them, you can toggle them to a switch, or you can have them announce in any interval you want, every 10 seconds. This way you don't have to actually do it. You can jump back here. We can go to the status info. Again, the status info is where it shows you what's actually happening as the GPS is setting up. You could also use it for your current speed and max altitude. You can look it from here, but I prefer actually to do this on the front screen, as I described earlier in this video.